You know what? F Netflix. Roll the intro. So the problem with streaming content, whether it be movies, TVs, or just YouTube videos like this one in general, is that in order to save bandwidth, all the companies behind, say, Netflix, Apple TV, etc., whatever digital streaming service you use, have used an algorithm, to compress the file as much as possible in order to save bandwidth. Now, a lot of these algorithms are proprietary, and to their credit, they do a fairly good job of maintaining as much video and audio quality as possible while being incredibly efficient. But that's not good enough for some people, including me. So, what we're going to try and do today is set up an NVIDIA Shield TV with Plex, both server and client side, in order to natively play back as many files as possible for our consumption. Anyway, in order to do so, because the new Shield TV, released in 2019, comes with a measly 16 gigabytes of storage, we're going to go ahead and use a 5 terabyte external drive hooked up to it in order to link to the Plex server library to stream off of. This is said Western Digital 5 terabyte hard drive that we're going to be using today, and overall, I'd say the process is pretty easy, so let's get into it. Alright, so very simple, just plug in through USB. This drive in particular has super speed USB, which I think is just marketing for USB 3.0. We'll double check that, because we do need to hit a certain bitrate limit if we're going to be playing 4K files off of the external drive here. So first, obviously, let's just hook it up. Alright, so we're setting up the device. Waiting for it. Alright, it's on, and now it comes with some stuff like install the software. Yeah, we don't really need that. We're good. We're going to go onto my passport here as it came up. Format, let's see, 4.54 terabytes. Yeah, we're going to want a, let me double check that NTFS is okay. By default, Windows wants you to format it with NTFS, which is fine for the NVIDIA Shield, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And we'll just go ahead and go with my passport, and just a very quick start to format my passport. Yep, it's fine. Alright, format is complete, and we have 4.5 terabytes to work with. Awesome. Just to double check the device speed, we're going to go ahead and use Crystal Disk Mark, the Shizuku edition, of course, to double check. So if we go to Crystal Disk Mark 8, go ahead and select it on the D, which is the letter assigned. We'll just go ahead and run the benchmark really quick. Give it a second to let it run. I'm just running the anime malware to double check the speed of the drive.
Okay. So how was your day today, Taylor?
It was okay. How was yours?
Yeah, it was alright.
Did a really scuffed podcast earlier. Speaking of scuffed podcasts, you can catch the Pass the Salt podcast. It's our channel's podcast, recorded every Saturday at 1 p.m. Arizona time. You do that conversion. Okay, we're done. Alright, so looking at some of the speeds from Crystal Disk Mark, it looks like this drive is going to be more than capable of the speeds needed to read a 4K file off for Plex streaming. So let's go ahead and transfer the 4K file we're going to try to play and watch off of Plex, and we'll see you after the file transfer is done. Okay, so now that the file has been transferred, before we kind of get into A/B testing, we of course need to set a sort of control group. So what we're going to do first is, on the Shield TV, we're going to get a little bit subjective and see how the file plays back just streaming from my personal PC, which is acting as the Plex server, onto the Plex client on the Shield TV. Alright, so now that we have a little bit of a control group, which, sorry, we can't really show you that. We here at the crew at Tech Thought just have an idea of how it looks. We unfortunately can't show you that due to copyright. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook up the Western Digital Passport drive to the NVIDIA Shield, and then set up the Shield as a Plex media server and play back from there. So now that we have the file in question transferred to our little external drive here, all we have to do is plug it into the Shield TV. Doesn't matter what USB port you go into, as they're both USB 3.0. So just didn't do that down here. The Shield for me is down here in my media cabinet. Set up and enable the Plex media server. And create the default libraries. Okay. Set the permission for it to read the external drive. Okay.
Later.
So Taylor, what did you do?
I don't know. It failed the first time. Thank you, Plex. Okay, there.
That takes like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Either it takes 3 minutes to fail or 5 seconds to succeed. I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so getting in after the Plex media server was completed on the Shield and everything, and by default set the storage location to be the internal storage on the NVIDIA Shield, which, as previously mentioned, we don't really want to do just because of the abysmal storage on the NVIDIA Shield. So what we have to do is scroll down, go ahead and go into Settings. Go ahead and scroll all the way down to the media server, storage location, internal system. Let's do it. And you select My Passport, or whatever external drive you end up having. In this case, it's My Passport. Alright. We'll move everything. Excellent. It's been changed.
Did you put in the right folder?
I think I need to specify the folder, actually.
Okay, cut.
Alright, well, a little bit of a hiccup. I had to go back over to my laptop and log into Plex and connect on the network to the Shield to be able to specify the specific library for the Shield media server to draw from. So I've gone ahead and done that. I can't show you that in the name of both copyright and personal network privacy, but it should be fairly straightforward to go to after you've done the little process we just showed you on the TV. Hit next, media folder fine, yep, perfect. Okay, next, done. Okay. Just to point everything in the right direction and whatnot on the Shield media server, things look great. You know, we conducted a little test, which again, we can't show you guys, just copyright and whatnot. But I think everybody else would agree the second test looked a lot better. No response, thank you.
It does.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right.
Blu-ray's better.
Exactly. So, hopefully this video served as more of just a rough sort of proof of concept, or get some ideas in your head on what you can do with a relatively affordable streaming box that also has a ton of power. The NVIDIA Shield TV Pro can be had for $200, which is relatively steep compared to like a Chromecast Ultra or a Fire TV stick, but for all the power you get and the performance and all the things you can do with it, I'd say it's more than well worth it. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video put some decent ideas into your head, as well as just a very basic, high-level overview of the process of setting up both the server and client on the Shield TV. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. We try to post 2 videos every week. Follow us on Twitter at tech_4_thought and at Instagram at tech_for_thought. I'm Taylor, and I'll see you guys next time.